Hey, St. Louis, welcome back to This Week in St. Louis. I'm Brice, and we've got a packed early September lineup from playoff level racing and baseball in the city to free festivals, big arena shows, and family events all over town. Let's jump in. This Week in St. Louis is presented by Hoffmann Brothers, trusted by St. Louis families and businesses for over 40 years. Whether it's your AC, water heater, plumbing, or even EV charging, Hoffmann Brothers has you covered. Book your service at hoffmannbros.com. Big thanks to them for supporting local stories like this one. It's a massive sports weekend. At Busch Stadium, the Cardinals host the San Francisco Giants in a 3-game series. Friday night, Saturday evening, and Sunday afternoon are all chances to head downtown for some September baseball and soak in that Busch atmosphere. Saturday night, City SC takes on FC Dallas at Energizer Park. The Louigans will have the march rolling, the crowd will be rowdy, and City will be looking to make a statement in the standings. And then out at Worldwide Technology Raceway, NASCAR is in town all weekend long. Saturday brings the Xfinity Series, but the real spotlight hits Sunday with the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. You'll have the high-stakes racing, the roar of the engines, the fan zones, and driver meet and greets. But that's not all. Race day isn't just about what's happening on the track, because alongside the action, the Confluence Music Festival brings a full concert lineup to the Raceway. Country star John Party and Ella Langley headline, with more than 30 local acts filling out the bill. It's the best of both worlds, NASCAR playoffs by day, and a festival-style music experience running right alongside it. Of course, the Raceway isn't the only place bringing music this weekend. Friday night, Chris Brown is performing at the Dome, joined by Summer Walker and Bryson Tiller for one of the biggest arena shows of the year. Over at City Winery, One Too Many a cappella keeps things intimate with tight harmonies and playful covers. And if you're in the mood for something completely unhinged, Shrek Rave takes over the pageant. Chaotic, silly, and impossible not to forget. Saturday keeps the energy high. Pantera storms Hollywood Casino Amphitheater with heavy riffs and headbanging, while Sexy Red returns home for her back-to-school bash at Enterprise Center, a full-on hometown celebration. At the same time, Free For All kicks off in the Grand Center Arts District, a brand new 2-day festival with 100 local acts across multiple stages. It's free to attend and the perfect way to wander and discover the sound of St. Louis. Sunday night, the Red Clay Strays close out the weekend at St. Louis Music Park, blending country soul with southern rock swagger. If you're more into festivals and concerts, you've got plenty to choose from. In Clayton, the St. Louis Art Fair turns downtown streets into a colorful outdoor gallery with nationally recognized artists, interactive activities, and food from some of the city's best restaurants. It's equal parts art showcase and lively street festival, drawing huge crowds every year. In Maplewood, Schlafly's Art Outside Festival brings together more than 60 local artists at Bottleworks. With live music, great beer, and a relaxed neighborhood vibe, it's free, family-friendly, and one of the easiest ways to discover new local talent while enjoying a pint. And at Grants Farm, Oktoberfest kicks off its first 2 weekends with steins of beer, bratwurst, polka music, and dancing, all in one of the city's most unique settings. And to wrap up festivals, Eckert's in Belleville is having their annual Hard Pressed Cider Fest on Saturday. Choose from more than 40 delicious options to sample while listening to some live music and checking out the food trucks. This is definitely a fun event, so be sure to head across the river to try out all the different ciders. If you're looking for events that bring people together and keep you moving, Saturday has a lot to offer. The morning starts with the Northside Trap Run, St. Louis's only hip-hop 5K. DJs line the route, the festival footprint is bigger than ever, and runners will even vote on the most hype cheer station, with donations going back to local nonprofits. In Maplewood, Side Project Brewing is launching their For Friends charity beer at Side Project Pizza. It's family-friendly with balloon artists, glitter tattoos, and music from DJ Rob, all while raising money for Friends of Kids with Cancer. Later in the afternoon, Cherokee Street hosts Metro Quest, part scavenger hunt, part pub crawl, part trivia competition. It's a fundraiser for St. Louis Public Radio that doubles as a creative way to explore one of the city's most vibrant neighborhoods. And at Chesterfield Amphitheater, the Midwest Yoga Wellness Festival brings together more than 40 vendors, guest speakers, and a sunset class with a live DJ. It's free with registration and a perfect way to reset before the week ahead. Sunday morning caps off the wellness theme with yoga and mimosas at Friendship Brewing in Flint Hill. Stretch, sip, and start your week on a lighter note. For families, nature lovers, or anyone who wants to be outside, there's plenty happening for you too. Saturday morning at the World Bird Sanctuary is International Vulture Awareness Day. You'll find crafts, activities, and presentations throughout the day, highlighting the role these incredible birds play in keeping our environment clean. Over in Florissant, Charm Me Sweet Candy Store is hosting a chalk art contest on the sidewalk. It's free to enter, open for all ages, and with $100 going to the winner. In the evening, the St. Louis Zoo is throwing a pajama party. The zoo stays open late with storybook readings at animal habitats, and it all wraps up with a cozy bedtime story at Sea Lion Sound. Or lastly, you can head over to Susan Park for a free outdoor concert where you can grab food from local trucks, listen to live music, and visit the farm animals while you're there. Now it's time for our Flavors of the Lou, driven by Bommarito Automotive. This week's spotlight is game day sports bars with college football season and the NFL right around the corner. First up, O.B. Clark's in Brentwood is a St. Louis institution. It's been the go-to for decades, and when the games are on, you'll find packed tables, wings, burgers, and that classic sports bar feel. Second place to check out, the Midwestern downtown. It brings a modern edge to game day with tons of TVs, hearty eats, and a lively crowd right by the stadiums. And lastly, in Sunset Hills, Helen Fitzgerald is the South County favorite with a massive space, live music, and an all-out game day atmosphere. However you like to spend game day, there's no shortage of great spots to watch your team in St. Louis. Check out our Instagram at STL Bucket List for the full roundup of game day bars across the city. We also have a new spot for you to check out this week. If you've never been, Sunshine Daydream has been a staple in the Del Mar Loop for 30 years. What began in the 90s as a small upstairs shop has grown into one of STL's most iconic stores. From tie-dye and tapestries to incense gifts and more, it's been spreading good vibes since 1995. So that's your weekend in St. Louis, whether you're cheering on the Cardinals, catching NASCAR, and live music at the Raceway, hopping from art fair to Oktoberfest, or just winding down with some yoga and a mimosa, the city is buzzing with things to do. If you make it out to any of these events, tag us on Instagram at STL Bucket List. We love seeing your adventures. A big thanks to our friends Hoffmann Brothers for making this show possible. New episodes drop every Thursday, so get your weekend plans lined up and tune in. I'm Brice, and this has been This Week in St. Louis. See you out there.